All right, welcome back to Benny Boy's Garage. In this quick little build series, we're working on something way different than the normal suspects here. We're going to be stripping down and souping up and restoring and making this power wheels of my girls. Both this one and then this one afterwards. We're going to make these both very fast by upgrading the batteries, giving them a little servo controller, and then we will be using good old lithium ion 18 volt battery array. We're going to start with just the one, but I might go up to two or even more. So it should be a good little build. The first name of the game here is going to be cleaning this thing out because it's got years and years of like leaves and random stuff. I got this for free from one of my co-workers a couple years ago, and you can see she's in pretty rough shape. So first thing we're going to do is clean it up. We're going to start removing any unnecessary stuff. You know, weight reduction, bro. It's rule number one for racing. And then we're going to paint it John Deere green again once we strip everything. And we're going to basically move all the batteries and all that good stuff to the back. Make the front end as light as possible. I want Hal to be able to hang these front wheels right in the air and just haul a wheelie down the whole street here, just to let him know what's up. So stay tuned. First thing we're going to do is start stripping this bad boy down. All right, we got the front battery compartment emptied out. Push the wires back in here to the pedal assembly. We're just going to kind of keep working all the wiring and stuff back, and then cleaning out all this junk I was talking about. Getting it stripped down for some paint. You see here, close to what the original color was, a little John Deere green. You know, this is John Deere family. So, I'm going to go ahead and close this up and screw it shut because one of the tabs is broken. So it was always kind of flapping, and I don't really want a lithium battery on the front of the car with her crashing into stuff because that might not be good. So otherwise it probably could fit in there, like no problem, but it'd be a little bit harder to get to. And I'm kind of stoked to build like a little plexiglass mount situation here. You know, your boy's gonna put some LEDs under it and some fans and stuff like that to keep the motors cool. So next we're gonna continue taking this stuff off, stripping her down, and we'll circle back. All right, we just drilled and moved a screw over here to close this battery panel compartment up in the front. One of those plastic clips was broke off, so we got that. Now this is pretty solid. Still need to fix it on the bottom. See, these clips are broken off, so I'll probably push it in, drill it, then I'll put some screws in on the bottom. Tell you what, boys and girls, this Gator build is going fast. We've already figured out how we're going to mount the batteries on the back. So we got these two little battery pack adapters that go to the Ryobi. Tell you what, boys and girls, this Gator build is going fast. We've already figured out how we're going to mount the batteries on the back. So we got these two little battery pack adapters that go to the Ryobi lithium ion batteries. And what we're going to do is mount one here and one here. And we're going to run the wires down under this panel. A little servo controller is going to sit right in the middle and then branch off to these two motors. And then we're going to have the little knob sticking right out the back here. The little speed knob to crank this bad boy from the stock 12 volts up to 18 volts or even 20. So we're going to have the range from the two batteries. And we're going to have the speed increase and a little weight reduction, boys and girls. So this thing's going to be nuts. I don't doubt that Hallie will probably actually like pull a wheelie in this thing. All right, we got the rear plate up here, and we got measured out where we need to cut to go ahead and mount two of these. So basically each one, I'm going to just cut a hole so this stock or whatever will fit down in with the wires. So we'll mount one here. And we'll mount the second battery here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my Dremel, cut her on out, put her in, and then I'm gonna get a couple like flathead screws or even just like little sheetrock screws or whatever that I can countersink. Then I can screw this right down. And it shouldn't go anywhere. I don't know if I'll do a third screw up here or not, but probably just 2 down on this flat part. And we're going to be styling, boys. I will circle back when we have this cut out. All right, we got the holes cut out. They don't have to be pretty, because this guy is going to go right in here and right through with the wires. So basically, that was meant to be there. So he'll fit right there. The battery's going to click in on top. I'm just going to put those 2 screws I talked about just about where those little marks are. I will say this is a nice 3D printed piece from E-Carc. Apparently, E-Carc. I don't know. But this just makes it so much easier, where all it does is it just grabs the power off your battery. It's a nice little 3D printed dealie. So yeah, I'm just going to use my punch, use my drill, fasten it on here, and then I will show you what it looks like with the battery installed. All right, fam, we are back. We have our second cool little Power Wheels battery adapter situation for the Ryobi drill. Got that right here. And I went ahead and took the first one into work, and I drilled some nice countersunk holes, so that way the battery can still click in here nicely. You can see 1 screw in there. And then this is how we're going to mount it. There wasn't a ton of material on this guy, but there was enough that I could fit a nice little, this is like a 440 screw. I think it's actually metric, so it's an M6. Nope, M4. Anyhow, got that together. We're going to drill holes on this, countersink it as well. We got all of our wire we need, fuse holders, both our batteries. So you know what's fitting to go down, boys and girls. We got Hal kind of enthused. She's more excited to work on her Jeep, but we're going to keep moving. We're going to drill our holes and mount our first little battery pack here. And then we'll circle back with that. All right. We got the holes drilled and the screws put in. I think that is looking prime time. So here on the bottom, you can see where the cutout is for the stock. And then the 3 screws I put through. And what I really want is when you click a battery in, and then more importantly when you take it off, I don't want this to be like kind of tilting in there. I want it to be nice and solid on the bottom. So I wanted to distribute that across there. So what I'm getting ready to do now is you always want to put Loctite on all your stuff, especially in a high vibrating situation like this. So we're going to go ahead and put some Loctite on here. Just some blue, nothing crazy. We definitely will be taking this stuff back off, I'm sure several times, and we're going to paint it still. Get tuned in there. So I'm going to go ahead and Loctite it, and then I'm also going to add lock washers and little nuts. I'm not going to tighten it too much because, like I said, there wasn't a lot of material to countersink into this. I don't want to break it, but I want this bad boy to be secure. All right, I'm going to get her on there. There it is. Hardware installed, and this shit is going nowhere. Look at this. This thing, like, no wiggle to it. Super solid. Get ready. We're going to go ahead and do the first battery click in. I am pretty stoked. Let's just set it on there for right now. We'll grab the battery. You're seeing it here first, fam. We'll grab our nice little Ryobi 18 volt. Here we go. Oh, honey, you need some battery for your Power Wheels? All right, that click was kind of underwhelming, but it fits absolutely perfectly. Oh, there we go. I didn't have it clicked in all the way, that's why. All right. And look at, to show you how sturdy this is, no problem. Bingo. We are clicked in, boys and girls, and ready to power.